Hey everybody, and greetings from India. I'm Ruairi Glasheen, I'm a percussionist, and I've come to India to learn about its music, and in particular Carnatic music, which comes from the south of India, and alongside Hindustani music in the north, is one of India's two great classical music traditions. I've come to India to learn about a really tiny but incredible drum called the Kanjira. And I've been meeting with the finest Kanjira players on the Carnatic music scene. I've also explored how the rhythms are structured from a master Carnatic percussionist. During my trip, I want to learn as much as I can about the people, the places, and the players who are drumming these age-old traditions into the 21st century. I'm here in Bengaluru, which is the capital city of the southern state of Karnataka, and today I'm meeting with Lalitha Ram, who is a musicologist and author. I want to find out where this fascinating drum has come from and who is responsible for creating it.
This single-faced small drum exists in the Indian tradition for more than 1,000 years. You can see that in the sculptures of temples which are more than 1,000 years old, and also in literature where you can see this instrument, with references to this instrument. But the instrument in today's Carnatic context, the Kanjira, that would be to Pudukkottai Manpundiya Pillai in the 19th century. He was the one who devised this instrument.
Manpundiya Pillai was a light bearer in the court of Pudukkottai, which is around 400 kilometers south of Bengaluru and Chennai. He was the first percussionist to use lizard skin on the Kanjira, and he also reduced the number of jingles from 3 to 1.
From what information we have, we know that he was so fascinated once he heard the performance of Nannu Miya and Chotu Miya where they used to sing while they played the dolak. This is the two-sided drum. He used to play that without any formal training on it. He used to go, play freestyle. And then once during the performance at the palace, at some point of time he was so moved and he actually exclaimed, "Wow!" And then you can imagine, right, at that time, when all these dignitaries are sitting in a palace, this guy is a staff who is holding the light, and then he goes, "Wow." So how others would just look down on him. So somebody had made a sarcastic comment who said, "You know what, you should leave your profession. Now that you seem to be so interested in percussion and music, why don't you just go and learn?" Somebody has said that that was just sarcasm. But our man took it so seriously.
Manpundiya Pillai approached a local Tavel guru and begged him for lessons. The guru reluctantly made him a deal that by night he would work at the palace as a light bearer, and by day he would study rhythm with him. His passion and talent were immediately evident.
It comes so naturally to him. It's almost like somehow the nature has picked him to be such a legend and to become a path breaker. Basically, whatever his guru was teaching, he was able to play that rhythmic pattern just with one hand, with just the fingering on the one hand. So he tells him, "You know what, now this whole performance scenario is changing. Now a lot of concerts are coming into play. You should go and see if you can use the skill and devise your own instrument to express yourself."
And from that moment in history, the Kanjira as we know it today was born. Since Manpundiya Pillai, the most significant player to push the tradition forward was Guru Harishankar Sir, who was born in Chennai in 1958.
If there was a guy who the at least in my generation, people I have seen who had thronged to listen just because a Kanjira player was performing, that was Harish Shankar. Even today, you go to any Carnatic musician, just mention Harish Shankar, the name, the vibes you get is unbelievable. He was phenomenal.
In 2002, at just 44 years of age, the music world was rocked by the untimely passing of Harish Shankar.
I have always wondered what would it mean if Harish Shankar had to lead the show in a concert, when he was, at least the percussive part, if he was all alone, if he has to play throughout the concert without having to just keep responding or just keep filling in or play in tandem, if he has to be just on his own, on his Kanjira, did he really get enough opportunities to showcase his complete brilliance? How would he lead, how would he compose a musical piece is something, unfortunately, which we have not seen enough of that.
Lalitha Ram was able to introduce me to one of the closest living connections to Harish Shankar, Shree Murugandam, who happened to be visiting the city during my trip.
So we've hopped in the tuk-tuk, we're scooting across town, it's rush hour here, it's very busy, we've got a great tuk-tuk driver. He's going as fast as he possibly can, and it's a very important opportunity for us, I guess, on our last day here in the city, to meet with the first point of contact, the man who used to make Guru Harish Shankar's kanjiras.
Shree Murugandam worked closely with Harish Shankar to design and build his kanjiras, and I was lucky to be given the opportunity to meet with him, to learn how these drums are made, and to ask him about the legend.
ஒன்றுத்தையும் விட மாட்டார், அவங்க விட்டாலும் இவர் அதை திருப்பி வாங்கிட்டார். அவ்வளோ டேலண்ட். ஒரு நாள் என்னோட கறி வாங்குறது இருந்தார், நீ என்னை அழைச்சிட்டு போய் நீ வாங்குற கடையை காமினார். அழைச்சிட்டு போனாங்க இதுக்கு ஸ்பெஷல் நகரில் போய் வாங்கி அழைச்சிட்டு போனார். என்னோட ரொம்ப பிரியமாக இருப்பார், ரொம்ப நல்ல மனுஷன். சில பேருக்கு பிடிக்காது. வெளியில் ஆசாரிக்கிட்ட தான் இந்த மிருதங்கம் தராங்க இல்லையா கட்டை, அவங்க தயார் பண்ணோம். அதை நம்ம வாங்கிட்டு வந்து இங்கே காசு போட்டு ஃபோட்டோ பண்ணி போடுவோம். இந்த தோல் போட்டு போகிறேன்.
Kanjiras are made using the skin of a monitor lizard. It's dipped in water for several hours to improve its elasticity, and then smoothed out by hand before being dipped in water again for several more hours. This procedure is repeated for several days until the skin achieves the right consistency. Whilst today most skins are glued to the jackwood frame of the drum, the legend goes that Harish Shankar used a simple boiled rice paste to attach his skins to the drum's frame, which almost mystically seemed to stick.
இது வரைக்கும் விட்டுடுவார், பெருசாக இருக்கும் தோல், இது வரைக்கும் விட்டுடுவார். இதை வாசிப்பார், சேர்த்துக்கிட்டு வராது அவருக்கு, அதுதான் ஆண்டவர். வேறு யார் கட்டினாலும் யார் இதனாலும் இது ஒட்டாது. அவர் எப்படி ஒட்ட வச்சாரோ ஆண்டவனுக்கு தான் தெரியும். சாதம் பச்சை தான் போடுவார், சாதம் ரைஸ் தான் போடுவார். அந்த தோல் அப்படி நின்று ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்கு. ஹரிசங்கர் ஒருத்தர் வாங்கிட்டார், அவரை பார்த்து அதை கேட்டு நல்ல முறையில் வாங்கிட்டா அவங்கெல்லாம் நல்லா வரலாம், யங்ஸ்டர்லாம். அதுக்கு புத்தி வேணும். அவர் வாசிக்கிறது நம்ம என்ன பார்த்துட்டு கேட்டுக்கிட்டு வாசிக்கிறது அப்படிலாம் நினைப்பாங்க இல்லையா? இப்போ உள்ள பசங்க குருகுலம் சரியாக பண்ணுறது கிடையாது. இப்போ நான் தான் வாத்தியார், நீங்கள் தான் வாத்தியார் எல்லாம் சிஷியனே கிடையாது. எல்லா வித்வானும் பெரிய பெரிய ஆள் மிருதம் வாசிக்கிறவங்க, கிடம் வாசிக்கிறவங்க எல்லோரும் அவர்கிட்ட உட்காந்துருக்கும்போது கொஞ்சம் இதாக தான் உட்காந்துருப்பாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி ஆண்டவன் தான். நிறைய பிரியமான பையன்கள் நிறையா அந்த மாதிரி யங்ஸ்டர், கிருஷ்ணா, ரமணி, அந்த மாதிரி சின்ன ஆளுங்களும் அவரோட ரொம்ப அந்த மாதிரி ஏதோ போயிட்டாரு.
From the legend of Harish Shankar to one of the most important dynasties in Carnatic rhythm. I'm about to meet with Lata Ramachar, who is the only female performing Kanjira artist in all of India. Her father H.P. Ramachar, along with Harish Shankar, was one of the most important Kanjira artists of the 20th century.
When I start Kanjira only, I start with my father name only. Because of my father only, now I am in the name of Kanjira Lata Ramachar. So, whatever I play, he has given me. He has taught me. He has given me.
Historically, women have been underrepresented in Carnatic music circles, and it's down to the determination of artists like Lata who lead the way for a more equal future.
Whenever they see this lady playing Kanjira means some artist, some audience will be shocked. This lady artist, she is playing Kanjira means very great. Some artists refuse. This is very difficult to fight and come on stage. So some lady artists, sometimes they go up to stage and they refuse there. That makes it gives us big pain for us. Why they refuse, we don't know. No, not for this time. We will play for some other time, next time, like that and all. So this we face, all we have faced like this. I'm the only, all over India, I'm only the A grade artist in Kanjira, being a lady. Lady artist in A grade artist, I'm only the A grade artist. I'm very proud of this also. I'm only one. It is very difficult. My father has planned to make an all ladies group. All ladies, like Murdangam also, lady, Kanjira, Ghatam, Morsing, Tawil and Tabla, like that he planned and he trained. So many of boys artists are there. I would like to tell for ladies, let them come, let them practice. That moment will be very happy. Yeah. That we feel very, very happy. This what we suffer little bit, no, we will forget all the tough things. What we suffered, all tough things we will forget and we'll be very happy. That pain will be all go very well and we'll be very happy when the audience appreciates our smiths. For us, no, we are very happy. How long we stay on the world, we can go on playing. We can play, we will play. We won't stop. There is no retirement at all. If our heart is very good, our health is very good, means we will play.
The Ramachar dynasty lives on, with Lata's son Danesh following in his mother's footsteps. First, he will study the fundamentals of Carnatic rhythm on Mridangam before moving on to the Kanjira. In part 3 of Hidden Drummers of India, I'll be travelling from Bengaluru to the coastal city of Chennai, where I'll meet more wonderful musicians and try to find out what the future holds for the Kanjira and some of the challenges it's facing. Hey there, and thanks for checking out part 2 of Hidden Drummers of India. If you'd like to find out more about any of the incredible players featured in this series, you can expand the description box down below or head to hiddendrummers.com for loads more information on them. If you're enjoying this series of documentaries about music in India, you can subscribe to my channel and make sure to give this video a thumbs up as well. And also check out part 3 of Hidden Drummers of India, which is linked right down over here.